Hey guys, welcome back to Life After Debt podcast. Today it's just me. In fact, I was thinking this past week, I really haven't done an episode to where I gave you some backstory of me and why what I'm saying is even credible. So I thought today I would make it all about me. And I am so honored that all of you guys have been listening and hearing the testimonies and stories of people that we've been able to help with debt. And for me, I think my whole life, I've always had a passion for helping other people. And so being able to experience what I experienced 15 years ago with walking through a bankruptcy, it was the hardest, it was the hardest probably thing I ever walked through, and just feeling like such a failure and feeling so much shame and guilt around it. But I'll tell you, the way God used that story to allow me the ability to help thousands of individuals with their credit card debt and give them hope and watch them restore relationships with their husbands, their wives by just getting themselves out of debt has been so rewarding. And so I just want to thank all of you guys for continuing to listen, to follow us, and to be a part of hopefully someone else's journey, but more importantly, your own, and not only getting out of debt, but building wealth. And so I wanted to give you some back history for myself. You know, I shared a little bit on a previous podcast, but I too used to be a single mom. You know, I had my daughter Sable, and she was such a gift, and she continues to be such a gift. But honestly, I was only 22 at the time, and that's really young to be a single mom. And so, but through that, I feel like that God really gave me exactly what I needed when I needed it. And it was the driving force behind who Amber is today. And I've gotten married. I have a wonderful husband, Ryan, and four beautiful additional children. So we have five kids together. And what a blessing. Like, I never saw myself as having five children. And most people who knew me younger probably is like, I cannot believe she has five kids. Neither can I, but they're all so unique and different. And I am so grateful. And I truly believe kids are a gift. And so for me, it's always been important to set an example for our kids so that they see what hard work looks like, but they also see really you can do and have whatever you want in life. You just have to work for it. And the debt settlement story, I can remember at the time when we filed bankruptcy and we started this company, I felt like I was working from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. just trying to figure out how to negotiate the credit card debt. And by the grace of God, I figured it out. And I can remember the first month I had settled like five cards with Bank of America, with all of these big institutions. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can do this. And it gave me exactly what I needed in that season to continue down the road. And watching the people that have come through the doors of our program and experience freedom financially has just been amazing. And so I'm in this season where I really feel that God is pulling me out of corporate America, of building big companies, and really just wants me to bring it to people sitting at home listening to podcasts, people who are listening and thinking, I am in such an awful situation, and I'm going to search around and figure out who can I trust to give me the right advice with how to deal with my finances. And there's so many great people out there, by the way, who have so much knowledge and wealth in the financial industry. Like, I have so many people that I still listen to for financial advice because I believe that we can learn something from everyone. We can learn something from everyone in every walk of life. And so just really stay open to learning from those that you're hearing from, but also consider the sources. And I really want to touch on that because, you know, I see so many people who will just gravitate to one person and listen to everything that they say as if it's gold. And I admire that because I'm very questioning of, okay, well, how do they even know? And why do they think that's the best? And have they even ever done it before? Like, I don't understand sometimes when people give advice and they've never experienced something or they've never even done something, but yet they're putting themselves as an expert. And so that's part of the reason why I always felt the need, like, I just want to explain to people, I am not an attorney. I am not a bankruptcy person. I've never gone to school for that. I simply have learned negotiations and learned about helping people with debt through my own trials and tribulations. But I think that's life in general. I think that we go through these things as individuals, and it really is just a test. So we can use it as a testimony to share and show, what's possible and what can be done. And so launching the debt settlement company, getting 5 settlements, man, I thought I can do this. And from there, we grew that company in such a big, huge way. And I'm so grateful for everything that happened. But now in this season, it's about you. It's about you, the listener. And it's about really finding out where you are personally and how I can help you get to that place that you are longing to be at. And so I have also launched a course that I'm so excited to get in your hands. Because for most people, I think that it's just simply, I don't want to enroll with a company to trust them to do this or do that. Well, I'm here to tell you, I built the company. I know what it takes to get to the finish line, and I want to make it accessible for you. And so, with this course, my desire is that you can take it and feel like you have a roadmap from A to Z. It's 12 modules. It's going to show you exactly what to do when. It's going to give you the tools necessary and the information and the papers to provide to your creditors of what you will need along the way to get to that finish line. But more importantly, I want to give you hope, because the end of your story is going to be one that I want to share. So if you do ever decide to take my course and you go through it and you actually experience financial freedom with putting the things in practice that I'm going to share with you, let me know. I love hearing from you guys. I got off a call right now and I was so excited to hear the enthusiasm and just the sense of relief behind individuals who are struggling and have been for years, and stumbled across our podcast and heard what I've done and heard, conversations we've had with previous guests that I've been able to help. And so just being that voice for you and helping to steer you in the right direction, like, to me, that's more rewarding than building any organization. So I just wanted you to know my background is really, I was a college dropout single mom. I struggled for a long time. And I think that's why I always have a soft spot. And I feel this desire to help those of you who feel like, okay, well, I'm not rich enough to go to a financial planner, which I've never understood that, by the way. I always think, why are financial planners only catering to those who have tons of money? When the truth is, the people that need financial planners are actually ones that don't yet know, one, how to get out of debt, and two, build wealth. And so I want to be that voice for you. And so if you do find yourself in a situation to where you feel like, "Hey, I'm struggling," or, I just want to know what the best thing to do with my current financial situation is, I don't want you to hesitate. Register for a clarity call. Let's get you plugged into what is going to be best for your current situation. And from that, I can tell you, when you walk out of a situation where you've been in debt and you've struggled, what you're going to find on the flip side of that is the joy it brings to help those around you who too are walking through it. So that's my encouragement to you. Take the first step, which so many have already done that, by the way. And it's so great hearing your stories. But continue to do that and reach out. Book a clarity call on the reducemydebts.com website. You can go right to it and click clarity call, and you'll get a call with me personally. I'm very relational. In every company that I have, which I've done cupcakes and I've done gyms and I've have a clothing subscription company. But for me, hearing your story and just giving you options, I love it. There's nothing more rewarding. So I just want to let you guys know that's a little bit about me, my background. This season of life for me, I'm actually 48, quickly approaching 50. And I just feel really called in this season to show up and share and be vulnerable, which is very out of character for me. And so this is something new. It's a new season. It's exciting because I'm seeing the fruits of that with how many people already are reaching out and asking for help. But I just want to encourage you. It's the hardest part of any process, but it's the most rewarding. And my hope is that when you do reach out and you connect or send me an email, amber@reducemydebts.com, send me a personal email. Ask any questions that you'd like. Set up an appointment, whatever it looks like for you to feel like you have a safe place to share. Please do so, because that's what it's all about. And for me in this season, that's what it's all about. Being in debt is one thing, but then there's the flip side of it that I'm even more excited to share with a lot of you. And that is, once you flip the script and you're out of debt, now how do you build wealth? And so throughout the journey of getting out of debt, I see so many opportunities for people to make additional revenue streams or make money, or they have great ideas, but they don't know or feel like they're qualified to launch a business. So I'm also going to be offering training, not only how to get out of debt, but how to build your business. And I love that part. I actually love helping people build companies, probably more than building my own companies, because I love seeing the enthusiasm behind someone's passion or their idea and their desire to turn it into a business. And really, for me, I probably one of the things I specialize in is strategic planning. So to sit down with someone who has an idea and listen attentively and then determine, okay, well, this is the idea. How do we get it to launch? And coming up and plugging the holes and putting the people in place to execute. It's the funnest thing I've ever done in my life. So I'll be super excited to launch our course in building your own business shortly after we do the debt. But I'll tell you, when I think about the three different lanes, it's almost like becoming a CEO. The first one being is that one, you have to cut expenses and cut your credit card debt. That's the C. You've got to get yourself out of the current financial situation in order for the right to come along. The E stands for earn more money. And how are you going to earn more money? Well, you're going to earn more money because there's so many opportunities out there to build your own business. And let's face it, at the end of the day, you're going to be one of two people. You're going to either earn your money or you're going to make someone else money. And I don't know about you, but I am all about earning my own money and making myself money. So I'm going to teach you how you too can do that. And the third being the O, which is optimizing your investments. I want each and every one of you guys to know that, yeah, it's great to go to work and make money, but how do you actually get your money to work for you and make money while you're sleeping, or another additional revenue stream, whether it be real estate, which we are super passionate about? I want to bring those tips and tools to you so that you have access to them, so that by the end of all of my training modules, you will be the CEO of your life. You will be out of debt. You will be running your own company or bringing your company to life, and you will be optimizing your investments. So I'm super excited to share this with all of the listeners. You're the first to know, and I look forward to future conversations with you about these topics.